afternoon. It is the 27th day, I believe, and we had a good Christmas. I've got some footage of the kids learning to ride their bikes and things like that, so I will share that. But we've had pretty lazy days from that, eating lots of leftovers and things like that. And today I need to get to preserving some of the potatoes that we harvested. So I'm going to make a batch of loaded potato soup and can it. The loaded potato soup comes from a book by the Canning Diva. I'll link it in the comments below. But I adapt it to work for us. So obviously this is how I do it, not necessarily the way that you should do it. It was really nice to be able to make our loaded potato soup with homegrown potatoes this year. It's not something we've been able to do before. I used a mix of the cream, white and purple potatoes and cut them into fairly regular sized chunks. Filled each jar approximately halfway. I then added a generous amount of chopped garlic into each jar. Followed by bacon bits that I had crisped up in the cast iron pan on the stove. I added a 1/4 teaspoon of rubbed sage, a tablespoon of dehydrated onion flakes, and a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I then topped all the jars up to the neck with homemade chicken stock. I removed any bubbles from within the jars, cleaned the rims with vinegar, and placed the lids on finger tight. When I serve this soup, I regularly use a jar of plain potato that I will use the immersion blender on to thicken, and then add a jar of this soup. It's really nice with sour cream and Parmesan cheese, but we don't do dairy for everyone else in the house. I will sometimes have it if I've got it though. The jars were processed at 15 pounds of pressure via a weight for 90 minutes. evening, gotten to the end of the day, and I've realised again that I haven't really signed off on the video. So everyone's fed and the kids are watching the last of the TV before they go to bed. We've got rain again, so we seem to be getting in February we normally get rain pretty much every evening, afternoon. Real wet season. Seems to have come early this year, so we seem to be getting rain pretty much every evening at the moment, which is pleasant and saves me watering the gardens in the mornings. But we're having problems with the roof leaks above our bed in the house, and the new shade structures aren't as waterproof as they were advertised to be, so we're still working on that. There's a little bit of you know, the kind of things that happen for living off grid and doing things on a significantly small budget and DIY with minimal experience and learn as you go. But anyway, so I came out to the kitchen to start some sourdough bagel dough for the morning. Mum is coming to visit for a couple of days, so the kids are excited to see Nana and probably more excited to receive the Christmas gifts. But you know, that's children. And so I'm going to mix up some overnight sourdough bagel dough for tomorrow's lunch while she's here. It wasn't recording. So that's it from me. It's getting heavier, the rain out here, which means that I'm getting wet while standing out in the kitchen, which is pretty normal for here. Getting wet when it rains, we're just not particularly well sealed. Sourdough bagel dough is done, so this will just sit on the bench until tomorrow, and then I will divide it and boil it and bake it tomorrow. Refresh my starter so it's ready to go again when I need to. My jars. But anyway, the rain is getting pretty bad, so I'm going to go back inside. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, and I'll see you next time. And if you're interested in seeing more, please subscribe. Thanks.